Hi, in this video we'll cover the game client UI and the basics of game mechanics by playing our first single-player game. You can see the main game screen here. At the top there is general information about the game, current turn, current phase, turn order and players, victory condition, and invention chain. The game board is divided into several zones. The opening zones, which is naturally not present in the single-player game. Common zone, which possesses resource cards in the living phase and development cards in the development phase. Our settlement zone and our hand zone. Current active zone is highlighted in yellow color. So now it's time for us to play cards from hand. You also can see it in current call to action. As you know, the game goal is to collect 10 culture, but we also need to collect some food first to improve our units to gather culture more rapidly. Food icon is apple. You can see it in many places, and culture icon is fire. So you can see that we start on our settlement with 0 food, 0 culture. And let's gather some food. We need to play cards from hand. In multiplayer game, the opponents play cards one after another, but since it's a single player game, we just play all cards from hand just by clicking on them. And now it's time for us to send some of our cards for the hunting. You also may notice that Firekeeper has special instant effects. She provides 1 food, 1 culture on playing. You can see it already appeared here in the settlement. But unfortunately, she can't leave our settlement. Thus, only these 4 can. In order to gather any of the resources, you need to provide enough persons or hunting for them. Fish just requires 1 person anyway to gather, but provides only 1 food. Deer and mammoth as animals require hunting, and deer requires 2 hunting and mammoth 5 hunting. So unfortunately we can't gather mammoth this turn since we have only 4 persons with hunting, but we can't gather deer. Let's do that. We need to select all the cards while clicking on them, press hunt. After that we can gather fish, and there is no anything to do for the last person. So let's press pass. So, and now development phase starts. As you can see, we've gathered 6 food and 1 culture as the result of the living phase. And now we see new cards, so we can upgrade our cards too. We also, if you wish, we can just exchange the food to culture using different exchange rates by buying development cards. So if we buy tools, we will gain only 1 culture for 5 food. If new lands, 3 culture for 10 food, and rock painting, 10 culture for 25 food. So, for example, we can select tools, press develop, and 5 food from our settlement will be exchanged to 1 culture. However, let's upgrade our cards instead of just buying culture, since It's more interesting and more profitable at this point. So in order to upgrade card, you need to select card you would like to upgrade to, the card to upgrade, and pay the difference in their food price. So you can see that Ancient here costs 5 food and Firekeeper costs 2 food. So in order to upgrade, we need to pay 3 food. Let's press upgrade. So now you can see Ancient appeared here. We've lost food. And let's upgrade Inhabitant to Fisher. Inhabitant is a special card in terms that it costs -1 food. Thus, to upgrade it to the other card, you even have to pay 1 additional food. So we'll spend our remaining 3 food for the upgrade. And now we don't have any food left. Let's pass. Now the second turn starts. And as you can see, we don't have any new cards. We've just upgraded on our hand. Why? That's due to the fact that our deck consists of 10 cards. And the first turn, we've played the first 5 cards from the deck. And the second turn, we are playing remaining 5 cards. Thus, we will see new cards on the third turn. Also here in the resource cards, you can see that fish now provides not 1 but 2 food, and it's highlighted in blue. It's due to the fact that we have fishing hook invention active this turn, which increase fish output for this particular turn. Thus, for us, it has the same profit to gather only fish or to gather hours and 1 fish, because in both situation it will provide us with 8 food. So let's play card from hand and gather this fish. Now we are again in development phase. Let's upgrade leader to handyman. Handyman is a card that provides additional culture and also increase our effective culture level to be able to buy or develop two more expensive cards. So you can see that the handyman has not only food requirement but also culture level requirement. When you upgrade to handyman, you naturally don't spend any culture. You just pay the difference in food. So the difference is 2 food. But if you don't have enough culture level in your settlement, you won't be able to upgrade to it. So since we have culture level of 2 in our settlement, we can do it. So and here is additional thing that other remaining cards doesn't look profitable for me at this point. So I can just pass at this point and leave remaining 7 food in the settlement. Start the next turn, and you see that we still have 7 food. Here we can use in the next development phase. So it's okay to gather food in such a way. So now we have a Fisher card. Fisher card is interesting in terms that He can't hunt. He instantly provides one culture, but the main interesting property of Fisher is that he provides additional two food for the fish. So if he goes for fishing, he will gain not one food, but three food from it. And let's gather deer with remaining persons. So now we have 15 food in in the settlement. Since our goal for the game is to collect just 10 culture, at this point it's more profitable for us not to upgrade to new cards, but just to collect 25 food just to buy a Rock Paint development card and thus finish the game. So let's press pause. And let's start our new turn. Unfortunately, we can collect only deer at this point and collect fish, and still are not able to gather mammoth. However, we have enough culture to finish the game. If we have enough culture to finish the game, even if we have to buy a new development cards for that, it is processed automatically. So you don't see development phase here. So the game automatically buys all needed development cards for us. So you can see that we've bought two new lens cards that convert 10 food to 3 culture, thus gaining 6 culture from it, and also one tool card to gain 1 culture, 7 culture in total, and we already possess 7 culture in our settlement. So as the result, we've gained 14 culture. And we finished our game in 4 turns. Here you can see game's stats, resources, cards played, and so on, and can enjoy that, see big images of the cards. And after that, return to game lobby and play your next game